Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga, and today we're going to focus on our back, taking care of that back, keeping it happy and healthy, limber, flexible, mobility, as well as flexibility and some strength. So grab some water. I hope you're in something comfortable, and let's get started. A seated position that feels good to you, and we're just going to check in, moving that fleshy part of your bum away from those sit bones and feel that nice connection to the earth. Let's give those shoulders a good roll up and back, and shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes for just a second. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back, and let those shoulders just gently slide down and away. We take a moment and really just check in. Maybe you just happen to pick on this video and the back feels pretty good. I hope that's the case. If you're taking special care of that back, be gentle, be kind, listen to your body as we move through this practice. Be kind. And oftentimes the messages our body sends are loud and clear. We just have to make sure we're not ignoring them. Let's bring the hands to the shins, just below the knees. Take a big breath in and press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze. If anything we do causes you discomfort beyond stretch, please opt out. Hollow your tummy and chest, seated cat and cows. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. Being gentle, being kind, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back. Again, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze, cow pose. And exhale, hollow your tummy and chest. Inhale it up nice and tall, supporting with those hands. Just walk your hands forward, releasing the weight of the upper body down. Getting that stretch into that lower back, the glutes, the hips. This little series of stretches is kind of a go-to for me if ever my back is feeling not so great. Walking those hands forward just a bit more if that feels okay. Just let your body sink. We're not forcing anything to happen, but as the body begins to relax and those muscles, ligaments, tendons, fascia start to let go of the tension, you can feel yourself just incrementally sink a little deeper. Lift in slightly, walk your hands to the right, reaching through those left fingertips just as far as you can reach. Let your head be heavy. And just a nice long stretch all the way down that left side. Let's circle that left arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest to the front. You can stay up on your hand or come down onto your forearm. Just really press your left sit bone towards the mat. You should feel this amazing stretch all along that left side. A little roll of that left shoulder back, looking up. A little added stretch for the shoulder and the ribs, but feeling that in that lower back on that left side. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. We lift just slightly and walk the hands back through center. Again, supporting the weight as much as you need to with those hands, so you can be on your forearms, or just let the upper body and those arms be heavy. Already feeling a little release in that lower back, which is lovely. I was feeling a little tight this morning. We lift just slightly and walk the hands to the left, reaching through the right fingertips. Let your head be heavy. We circle that right arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest. And you might notice one side, there's a little more mobility, a little more flexibility than the other. It's okay if you need to be up on your hand and you were on your forearm on the other side. It's all right. And then roll that right shoulder back. Feeling all the feels. What's going on with the body? What's going on with your breath? Don't ignore, pay attention, honor. Listen to, and gently release your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. And we walk it back through the center. Fingertips outstretching just as far as you can. A little wiggle if you need to through the rib cage. Sometimes that can help let go of that last little bit of tension.
If you're still holding on to it quite a bit, just be nice. Focus on the breath. Don't force things. That's just going to make your body lock up a little bit more. Circling those hands back by your hips. Core strong. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Right hand to the top of the thigh. Left hand behind you. A gentle pull with that right hand as you look out over your back shoulder. And then press that right shoulder down and away. A little tuck of your chin down towards your left collarbone. Little bonus of a stretch through the neck and the shoulder. That feels pretty good. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. And as you exhale, turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can sit. Turn and look out over that back shoulder. Left shoulder presses down and away. Such a pretty blue sky today. A little chilly this morning, but nice. Inhale, reach it, turn it back to face front. And as you exhale, release that left hand down, right arm up and over. Let's just sway 3 times each side, just at your own pace. Coming back through center to reach high, if that's okay on your shoulders. Taking care of your body. That's the biggest thing, right? We show up each and every time to take care of ourselves. Not to ignore the messages, but to just help ourselves be a little bit better. Inside and out. Mind, body, our being. Coming back to center. One more time, we take it to the right. And inhale it up. Exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Cactus arms, squeeze through those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it up. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, pull it down. Just a little love for that upper back. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull it down. Reach it up, and then just gently let those arms float down towards the floor. Rock it back, switch so the other leg is in front. So different sensation for the hips for sure. Different effect in that lower back as we switch so the other leg is in front. As you're sitting, do you notice a big change? If there's not a whole lot of difference, celebrate that because that's pretty awesome. We're working to get rid of the imbalances in our body. So when you feel those big significant differences on right from left, yeah, that's what we want to work to improve. So if you're not feeling that, sweet. Hands come down by your sides and just sit up nice and tall. Breathe. Let's let go of some tension at the top of the head, all the way down the spine, all the way down the back of the body, chin to chest. Shoulders are rolled back. Posture's tall. We're just leaning the chin down. What do you notice here? Breathe into it. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Shift your hands forward. Bring the hands to the shins. Big inhale. Press it through. Arch your back. Lift your gaze. Seated cat and cow. Exhale, hollow. So as we go through these poses again, checking in to notice what you feel. Hopefully we've made a shift already in the positive direction of letting go of tension and tightness. Let's do 1 more each direction. And again, working to improve the imbalances in our body because always we end up preferring one side over the other. Let's walk those hands out. Right-handed versus left-handed. Your foot. If you're stronger on one side than the other. Obviously, mobility, flexibility, one side versus the other. That's all the stuff we're trying to improve. We lift just slightly, walking those hands to the right. Reach through your left fingertips. Let your head be heavy. Let's circle that left arm up and over. Maybe coming down onto your forearm. Maybe we need to be up on our hand. Rolling that left shoulder back. Turn and take your gaze up. If that's okay on your neck, otherwise straight ahead. You can even look down towards the ground. Just really press that left sit bone down. That feels so good. Through the hip, through the waist, into that lower back on that left side. Releasing your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. We lift and walk it back through center. Fingertips reach out just as far as you can. And then we lift just slightly and walk it to the left. Reaching through those right fingertips. Feels good. Taking that right arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest. And again, you can be up on your forearm or you can be up on your hand. Rolling that right shoulder back. What do you feel? How's your breath? Exhaling and releasing your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. Walking it back through center, fingertips reaching out. I'm feeling a pretty significant shift already. Not nearly the amount of tightness or tension going on for me. I hope you're feeling the same thing. Circle those hands back by your hips. Big circle of the arms up and overhead. Reach it high. As you exhale, turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh. Right hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can sit. And then turn and look out over that back shoulder. Left shoulder presses down and away, and a little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Making sure you breathe in. When we twist, we have a tendency to hold our breath. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. And as you exhale, we turn to the left, right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind. Sit up as tall as you can sit, and turn and take your gaze out over your back shoulder. Right shoulder presses down and away, and a little tuck of your chin. Breathe. It's about showing up each and every day and just giving what you have, listening to your body, challenging yourself appropriately. And on those days you need a little extra TLC, take it. On the days where you're feeling a little stronger and challenged, take those challenges. Inhale, reach it up, turn it back to face front, and gently release those arms down by your sides. Let's come up onto all fours. So we're going to do a little strengthening here of our core, which will ultimately help take care of our back. We're in tabletop. Fingers are spread nice and wide. We're going to inhale and extend left arm and right leg. Square in the pelvis. Lengthen, working to create a horizontal line. And then I want you to notice what you're doing in that right shoulder. Lift out of that right shoulder. Stay strong. Breathe. Holding our bird dog or spinal balance. Our job is to be as steady and stable as possible to keep that leg and the arm lifted in that horizontal line. This will activate your glutes, your hamstrings, your core. And gently release. Center your weight, and then inhale it up. Right arm and left leg. Square in the pelvis. Lengthening and reaching, lifting out of that left shoulder. Stability. How steady can you be? How's your breath? Are you holding your breath? Breathe. And release. Let's go back to the other side. Inhale it up. Left arm, right leg. Square the pelvis. Second time, body's like, yeah, I got this. I know what this is. Find your breath. Slow it down. As you exhale, pull the elbow and knee in. Hollow your tummy and chest like a cat. And then reach it out nice and flat. Pull it in. Hollow your tummy and chest and reach it out. We're still lifting out of that right shoulder. Pull it in and reach it out. Let's do that one more time. Pull it in. Reach it out and release it down. Let's flex that right foot, cross that right leg up and over the left. Keep that right leg long. Nestle your toes into the floor and then turn and look out over your left shoulder. So this is getting out all the way down that right side. Breathe. Bring your gaze back to center. Lift that right leg back to center and draw your knee in. Center your weight and then inhale it up. We go back to that right arm, left leg. Lift out of that left shoulder. Lengthen and reach. Square the pelvis. Find your breath. How steady can you be? How still? Strong and solid. What do you notice working? As you exhale, pull the elbow and knee in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, pull it in. Again, hollowing the tummy and chest. And then lengthen and reach. Breathe. Just move at the pace of your breath. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Reach it out. Release that right arm, flex your left foot, cross your left leg up and over the right. Again, that left leg stays long, toes are tucked under, and we turn and look out over our right shoulder. And breathe. Gazing back to center, lifting that left leg back to center, and draw it in. Sit your sit bones back towards your heels and walk your hands towards the top of the mat. Child's pose. Tailor your child's pose to however you need it to be to feel the very best. This should be a nice place to just relax and get a good stretch for your back. You can open your knees. You can stack your hands below your forehead. You can stack fists below your forehead. If the knees bother you, roll up some little towels and place them right behind your knees. That can help soothe that and make it not quite so intense. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the right. Reach to your left fingertips and press your hips to the left. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Lifting slightly, walk your hands through center and then over to the left. Reaching through the right fingertips, press your hips to the right and relax the weight of the upper body down. We lift just slightly, walk it back through center. Extend those arms out nice and long. Spread your fingers wide, hands are shoulder width apart. We inhale up to a modified high plank. And gently dip your hips down towards the ground as you roll those shoulders back, gazing up. Cobra. Core strong, we level it back out into our modified plank. Tuck your toes, extend your legs, lift your hips to down dog. Feet are hip width apart. Head's heavy, face is soft. Let's inhale it to high plank. And exhale it back to down dog. If you need to bend those knees, bend those knees. Inhale it back to high plank, core strong. And exhale it back to down dog. Hold your down dog and just alternate bending knees. Walk it out. So if those hamstrings are fairly tight, that can influence how tight your back is as well. So just checking in, how are they today? As you exhale, let your heels gently sink and sway your hips side to side. Coming back to center, taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Soft bend in your knees. And again, just that stretch for the hamstrings, down the backs of the legs. You might feel this in your glutes, absolutely your lower back. Bring your hands to your elbows, hold on, and just gently sway side to side. Coming back to center, relax your arms, and ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. A big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. As you exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches. Standing lateral flexion, take your gaze up to find the base of that right thumb. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, other side. Right arm down, left arm high, look up. Inhale, both arms come high. Turn your palms to face front, spread your fingers wide, cactus arms. Pull those elbows back and down. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Shift your weight to your heels. Begin to bend your knees. We're going to lower down. We're going to let the tummy and chest just kind of rest against the thighs, coming down into a tight little ball. If the heels lift, it's okay. If the heels can stay down, keep them down. Keep them down. Crossing your arms, doesn't matter which one's on top, and just turn yourself into a tiny little ball. Tucking your chin. Release the hands, switch so the other arm is on top. Again, tucking the chin. Always taking care of those knees. Release your hands. Slowly lower yourself down. Come down onto your back or onto your bottom, however you wish. Let's open up those feet to about the width of the mat. Toes are slightly turned open. We sit up nice and tall and fold forward. Let's walk those hands forward, reaching out. I love this stretch. It feels so good. Groin, lower back, all the way up the spine. A little tuck of the chin. And then ever so slowly start at your tailbone and stack those vertebrae one at a time till we sit up nice and tall. Extend that left leg out, cross your right foot up and over, wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee, sit up as tall as you can sit. Let's place that right hand behind us and prop ourselves up, turning and looking out over that right shoulder, pulling that right knee in. What do you feel? Oh, super good. In that right hip, across that lower back. A little tuck of the chin down towards your right collarbone. And just breathe. Extending that right arm straight back. Big circle the arm up and over as we turn back to face front and release that right leg out. Left foot crosses. We wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee. Pull the knee in nice and tight. Sit up as tall as you can sit. We place that left hand behind us to prop ourselves up even taller. And then turn, look out over that left shoulder. All the while pulling that right knee in. Does it feel different on this side? Little tuck of your chin down towards your left collarbone. Just breathe. Left arm reaches back up and we turn back to face front. Let's take that right knee with us as we come on down. Pulling that left knee in, right leg's long, little bonus stretch through the hip flexor on that right side. Extending left arm out to a T, right hand takes a hold of that left knee and just gently guides it across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor, turn and look out over your left arm. Close your eyes and breathe. The supine spinal twist. So good for so many reasons. Spinal flexibility, absolutely one of them. A great little mood shifter. So if ever you're feeling kind of overwhelmed, any kind of negative emotion, this stretch will just help get rid of that and shift it to a more positive energy. Helps to quiet the digestive system. It just feels good. It just wrings out any kind of negativity that you may have going on. That's what I find. I hope you find it too. Slowly we roll it back to center. Extending that left leg long, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down, reaching out through your toes like you're going to try and touch the wall out in front of you as you lower that leg. And then we pull that right knee in, hands to the shin. Just gently pull it in. And again, noticing that good little stretch for that right glute, a release in the hip flexor, a nice stretch for that left side through the hip flexor and the front of that left leg. Nice release in that lower back. Releasing that right arm, extend it out to a T. Left hand shifts to the outside of the right knee and gently pull your leg across. Gentle and kind. Little pops and cracks along the way. And turn and look out over that right arm. Close your eyes. And slowly we roll it back to center. Extending that right leg long, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. We pull the left foot in, and then the right. Feet are hip width apart. Hands come down by your sides. Little pelvic tilt so that the small of the back presses into the mat. And we press through the heels as we begin to peel the spine off the mat one vertebra at a time. Up to bridge pose. Shouldn't feel any tension, any discomfort in the spine. If so, lower your hips just a little bit. Coming up, a good glute squeeze. Feel that nice little stretch through the front of the legs, that activation through the back side of the body, and then ever so slowly release it back down. Stop just before the pant line or your waistband. Keep that pelvic tilt. And then slowly come back up. This time at the top, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. If it feels right to you, roll those shoulders underneath you. Really pressing through those heels as you lift the hips. If you like, lift your toes. Just press those heels into the mat. Again, no pressure, no discomfort in the lower back. If you're feeling that, lower the pelvis just a little bit. Gently place the whole foot back to the mat. Release your hands, unroll those shoulders, and slowly, slowly bring it back down. Bottom the last to touch. Arms open out to a T or thereabouts, just out of the way. And we're going to cross that right ankle over the left knee, and then we're going to gently let both knees fall to the right. Just the outside of that right ankle pressing against the outside of that left knee. And then turn and look out over your left arm. Well, that feels good. Breathe. We bring our gaze back to center, slowly bringing those legs back to center. Placing your right foot to the mat, left ankle crosses just above that right knee for a figure 4, and then let both knees gently fall to the left. Outside of that left ankle, pressing against the outside of the right knee, and we turn and look out over that right arm. Just let your legs be heavy. So as we come to our last final deep stretch, how do you feel? How's that back? I hope it feels so good, strong and healthy, no pain. Slowly bring it back to center, placing that left foot to the mat. Feet are wide, and just gently rock your knees side to side. Just one little last check-in as you rock the knees. Hopefully no hitches as you move. No little bites, just smooth gliding through the hip joint, through the pelvis, through that lower back. We bring it back to center, drawing one knee in towards your chest and then the other. And bring your hands to your shins, just gently pull it in. We shift our hands behind our thighs. You are welcome to rock yourself up or however you wish to safely come up to a seated position. We find easy pose once again, whichever leg you like to be in front. Sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands to the shins just below the knees. Take a big breath in. Press the chest forward, arch your back. Lift your gaze. Exhale, hollow your tummy and chest. One more, cat and cow. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Hands to heart center, close your eyes. We take just a moment of stillness, of gratitude. I thank you for joining me today. I hope this was helpful. I hope you feel amazing. I hope that lower back just gets you through the day without any little May you have a smile on your face, some laughs, some adventure, some learning, and some quiet time just for you. Gently open your eyes. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. I hope you feel amazing. Go do some amazing stuff, and I will see you next time. Until then, light, love, and namaste.